Hi, hello again. This is an overview of the lighting I'm attempting. Since I'm doing um, a stealth-related game, lighting is going to be playing a big role in it. So I have it. I have a blueprint to adjust the time of day for like night, daytime, and then if I hold, I can control different other time of day, maybe something more dramatic, maybe more tinted, like a blood moon type thing. So, um, since this is fully dynamic, um, I need to find a way to disable atmospheric and directional lighting if I go to an interior. So in this room, to kind of get the light coming in at such an extreme angle, I have it set so once I go through the door, I could change the lighting setting. I could change it back to night. This is how it would look at the default daytime. Since the default light is coming from in front, this is how it would look, which is not what I want. So I have it set so if I go through the door, I change the directional light's angle and intensity, and also disable certain like skylight, which affects the bounce and stuff. So I could interact with these shades to um, enable light to come in or out, and thus up my sneaking abilities. So you could see in the right screen here, this is my blueprint that kind of that handles all of the lighting conditions and such. I have a light table here that I need to put it up next, but it's a data table that has all of the different lighting conditions and settings and colors I would like. And you could see once I go through the door, the execution pins that gets activated. Um, so each light condition is tied to um, an enum. Um, so that does a check with the data table and gets that data. In this case, what's the time of day, the angle of the sun, that sun color. Since I'm doing more of a stylized look, I have like cell shading, and then these update the cell colors to match the current lighting conditions. Here it is, my cell shading angle, my cell color, directional light intensity, volumetric, and sky stuff. So it's just a quick, well, fairly simple, straightforward thing. As as it pulls each of these data, it updates each of those lighting um, so yeah, let me full screen this. Again, if I go through the door, it's daylight, and if I go inside, it disables the main light and switches to another. This is my blood moon kind of lighting. This is the lighting I was using for the interior room, day and night. And then to bring up the cell, my light manager. So light names. So this is data table that has all of the different lighting conditions I'm playing around with. So day 01, that's just the default outside daytime lighting. And once I go inside, I'm switching to this office building, which, you know, it puts my directional light behind the windows to get the nice light bleeding through. I'm disabling, you know, some other things in this list, and since, you know, again, cell shading, to update the cell shading color to match the lighting conditions and style. All of that is in this list. And here's my blood moon. You could see down here the main light color becomes more of that reddish pink hue, and update my cell shader to kind of reflect that. This office building, and so with this data stuff, it's being again drawn from here, pulling the data and applying it to my lights. This looks like it's and then depending on certain conditions, I may want to disable the directional light altogether, and that's pretty much what this does. All this looks like it's temporary, and I hope that overview helps.